This episode is presented to you by 102.1 Retro FM, Southwest Georgia's Retro Hits.
Winning is our business, and business is good. Get that camera off my face.
Welcome, wrestling fans, to another edition of Kraken TV. Donnie and the Duke here, and we are in the sanctum of nerdom here in Tifton, Georgia. Gray Ghost Comics, where they have new comics, their very own gaming area to host gaming events such as Friday Night Magic, Saturday One Piece. They have over 1,000 back issues as well as graded comics. They even have their very own record collection. Duke, what a wonderful host they are today.
If you're a nerd, you're in heaven. Nerds, come to this place. Come everywhere you look. It's nerd stuff.
Why are you speaking so disparagingly? You're a nerd.
I'm not a nerd.
You're wearing a Spaceballs the t-shirt.
You got me on that one. But,
well, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight in the main event, it is the cash-in, cash-out scramble where Joey Hyder could possibly be just a few wins away from getting a championship shot at our Kraken Pro champion, Trevor Ayon, who will be defending the title in a later episode against Lamar Diggs. Plus, it's the tides of war here at Kraken Pro Wrestling, where our general manager will choose 8 teams who over the next 8 months will either win or lose points based on an established system. And at the Kraken Classic next year, the 2 teams with the most points will face off to be crowned our first ever tag team champions. And Duke, I'm getting something in my headset. Apparently, the business is headed to the ring, and they have something to say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to switch over to our cameras that are ringside, and Duke, we better get ringside as well and hear what the business has to say.
you sound so down about that.
For the paycheck, yes, I'm really not your favorite. So I can bring you out. Oh, I don't need no advice, but I'm ready to shine. I guess I'm ready for the money in Vegas. Shake your hand and switch up, part of the plan. I don't make friends or build up.
About time to do something right. DJ can't even do his simple job right. What? I don't speak for him, I'm sorry. This show is not going to start without the business. The most dominant group in Kraken Pro Wrestling history in South Georgia. But
Grandma beat you up.
God, you let them beat you up? Tonight will be our resurgence. Diggs is going to fix everything that's been wrong. Diggs is going to single-handedly put down the devil. And we will bring back my Kraken Championship. But with that being said, It's time we let y'all learn about option B. See, the business is not done. We are not complete. There was one missing piece. Allow me to introduce to you the newest member of the business, the answer, God's gift to wrestling, Josh Breezy.
There's only one answer, and he's God's gift to pro wrestling.
And now we are complete. I've been scouting him for months. I knew he would be the perfect fit. What y'all see before y'all is the new standard of excellence. We have Jazz, who will single-handedly dominate the women's division. Y'all boo her just because y'all can't beat her. And now, with the tides of war, my ace, Dominic Stuckey, the king of Kraken Pro Wrestling, alongside the answer, God's gift to Kraken, Josh Breezy. And then, the powerhouse, the big bad walking devastation, Lamar Diggs, will bring home my Kraken Championship. What you see in front of y'all is the four most dominant wrestlers in Kraken Pro Wrestling.
What about me? You know, it's five of us.
What's the business say? What's the business do better than anyone else? The business wins, baby! What haven't you been doing? What haven't you been doing, Jay? I've been trying, right? Jay. I get it. But I'm tired of strong. I'm tired of this. You got everything. All you have to do is win, Jay. Get him up! Get him up!
Come on now, that's tough.
Don't take it personally, Jay. Just business. We only have room for winners.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, me and Duke getting to the broadcast position from Grey Ghost Comics. And Duke, as we came in, the business attacking the former member, Jay Too Strong. What the hell?
It's about time, Donnie. Jay doesn't need to be a part of this. Look at that. They knew what the weakest link was in the business. They took care of it.
Jay has been with us since day one. If it wasn't for Jay, then Johnny Cage would never have been champion to begin with. And this is how he repays it.
Hey, he didn't get the job done. Get him out of here. Bring the sweeper in, the sweeper can sweep him out. I never liked him anyway.
Powerless.
Hey, choose your words carefully. Like I said, it's about time. Jay, too weak. He never should have been a part of it.
At this time, the nicest man in professional wrestling will sit down with a new guest from the stars of Kraken Pro Wrestling. Here is your host, Diamond Duke, in the Diamond Den.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the Diamond Den. My guest tonight, Brendan Watley, man. How's it going?
How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. See, you got the injury, you know. I hate to see that, but, you know, how's the rehab going with it?
I start physical therapy tomorrow. I had my surgery about 6 weeks ago.
Man.
Yeah, so I thought the hard part was over with, but from what I heard from a classmate who had a similar injury, the hard part hasn't came yet. That's the physical. That's getting through the physical therapy, and it's 2 stages of physical therapy. You know, without the shoe and without the shoe. As you can see, I'm in a boot, and a boot is to help me walk.
Yeah. Man, I hate to hear that, man. I hate that you're off the roster for right now. Is there any kind of time frame when you may be back?
I'm not sure. The healing process after surgery is 4 to 6 months. But that's just to get my leg back in base form. That's just to walk around, maybe run. Just go from the bed to the refrigerator. And I have a 3-year-old daughter. So missing wrestling isn't the hard part for me. It's the fact that I can't play with her. You know, we could play with toys, but she's an active child. She likes to run around. You know, she likes outside. Kids nowadays don't like playing outside. She does. I like playing outside growing up. You like playing outside.
Oh yeah, man. You want to be there with her, you know.
Yeah, so, and there's no telling what she wants to do in her future. If she wants to do gymnastics, play sports, cheerlead, something of that nature. And as a father, I want to help her do that. But because of this injury, my leg won't be the same. The injury and then the surgery. And if I could just take this sock off, you will see how my ankle is a regular size. But if you see the back of my ankle on my right leg, it seems like there's a chunk missing.
Oh wow.
And I don't have the same amount of strength. So just the regular day-to-day, that's the difficult part.
Gotcha. This may be jumping the gun a little bit, but I do want to ask, you know, what are your plans, you know, with Kraken? You know, do you have any right now? There's always got to be something in the back of your mind.
My plans originally for Kraken was to originally it was to be Kraken champion. I made it to the final 8. I had a piece of 8. You know, the competition here is stiff, and I was sticking with it.
Yes.
But then tag team season came up. I'm a tag team specialist. I'm a 4-time Pro South Tag Team Champion in Alabama, New Era Tag Team Champion in Alabama, Renegade Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champion, Sudavasa Wrestling Tag Team Champion. Was I Tag Team Champion anywhere else? So just half of my resume is Tag Team Championships. So I was going to recruit ERC, maybe a couple other people. We was going to have the Serpent Ninja Academy, and we was going to take the tag division. That was my plan. My plan now, I'm not sure. Maybe I could find another avenue in wrestling, as in like maybe commentary, maybe manager, maybe some backstage stuff.
I'm not really sure.
You just can't give that up. You just can't give up wrestling. I understand that completely.
Yeah, I really can't, because all my life I've been active. I played soccer, I played football, baseball. I've been active in sports since I was in the 7th grade. And now here I am, 32 years old. I've been active since I was 13. So it's real hard for me to just go all these years doing something, and now I'm sidelined. Even when I played sports in middle school and high school, the injuries were minor. I could still fight through them. I could still, ice, and I'll be back in a few days or a week or so.
Gotcha.
But this is literally the worst injury I ever suffered in my life.
I gotcha. Well, man, I definitely appreciate you coming on to the show, man. Kind of telling the fans a little bit about yourself, your accolades and all that. I do appreciate it, man. And I'm hoping the best for you, man.
I appreciate your
future endeavors, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to end it for the Diamond Den tonight. I'm your host, Diamond Duke.
Kate Cassiano standing by with our newest addition to the Kraken Pro locker room, JP Harlo. Welcome to Kraken Pro.
Now, Kay, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job, but it's actually pronounced J.P. Harlo.
Oh, well, excuse me, JP Harlo.
We all make mistakes. It's all right.
What are your plans coming into Kraken Pro?
Well, I've been traveling the highways and the byways of this great country to be right here today at Kraken Pro Wrestling for this cash in, cash out scramble match. Now, I'm being told that one of the competitors, Cantrail, is this immaculate technical wrestler, knows all these submissions, but little does Cantrail know, I'm from the greatest wrestling state that this country has to offer, Iowa. And ERC or whatever, the pit bull, right? People are telling me he's kind of a street fighter and he does all these tricks.
Right.
But guess what? I've got a few tricks too. I'm a dog too. And I'm going to neuter him and send him off to the kennel. Okay? Now, for the last guy in this match, he's a brother to me. He's a guy I've won tag team championships with at Reality of Wrestling, Joey Hyder. Now, I'm met with a dilemma here. I'm met with a problem. I can either help Joey Hyder retain his cash in, cash out and get him one step closer to a championship match. Or I can start my own road to glory here at Kraken Pro. So, good luck to Joey Hyder. I'm starting my own road to glory here at Kraken Pro because I'm JP Harlo and I'm always hard.
Well, welcome to Kraken Pro, JP.
Well, the red, white, and blue has green in its hand. The cash-in-hand champion, Joey Hyder, set to defend his title for the first time in this cash-in, cash-out scramble, where the pot is set at $400, Duke.
Well, $400, nothing to sneeze at for these guys.
Nothing to sneeze at, indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are not familiar with the stipulations of the Cash-in-Hand Championship, if you defend it 3 times, you get a shot at the Kraken Pro champion. And Joey Hyder, he is our current cash-in-hand champion. Won the belt on episode 54. That episode is in our archives. And now he's here to defend it for the first time. And Cantrail rules indeed. Cantrail been on a roll, beat Joe Black in episode 51. Most recently beat ERC in episode 55. And ERC remembered that! And now he's neutralized Cantrail, going to work on Joey Hyder. And JP Harlo, the newest member of our roster, just kind of sitting in the back, perhaps going to pick the bones. Joey Hyder going to work on ERC, crashing his body in the corner. And JP Harlo going to follow up.
Hey, that's smart of him, though. Let everybody else do the work. Come in and kind of clean everything up.
Some tag team synchronicity between Hyder and Harlo. Up and over and down ERC goes. And now a schoolboy. There are only temporary alliances in a cash-in-hand championship.
Well, they say that Harlo goes hard all the time. Let's see how it happens.
He went hard over the back of Hyder. Oh, and a super kick right to the midsection. Now to the face, and now stomping on the toes. Oh, and a vicious strike. Beautiful suplex from JP Harlo, debuting here at Kraken Pro Wrestling. But now, the battle-tested warhorse, Kevin Cantrail.
Dropped him right on his head. You might want to come check on him, but Cantrail doesn't even care.
Joey Hyder going high there, and now Cantrail down on his backside, but perhaps it'll only be momentarily. ERC on his knees, trying to get back to a vertical base. Hyder the only one standing. Spoke too soon. Hyder now in the corner, eating a boot from ERC. ERC going to work on Kevin Cantrail. Now going to work on Harlo. You heard our ring announcer. 4 minutes remaining in this matchup. If a winner is not declared within 4 minutes, the cash will roll over to the next match. Now the title will stay with Joey Hyder, but he will not win the cash.
Well,
and now ERC.
I hope he held that title very close to him because, look, you got Cantrail in this match.
Missed with the senton!
The battle-tested warhorse. And ERC is showing something now. Kind of more intensity that we've seen out of him lately.
Wait a minute, here we go. This one won him the title. There's the razzle. And there's the dazzle.
What a punch right to the face.
But the dazzle was almost a 3 count, but JP Harlo breaking it up. Right there in the nick of time. And now Joey Hyder thrown to the outside. Harlo better turn around. Cantrail gaining control of the back of Cantrail. Now Cantrail gaining the back of Harlo. Harlo missing.
Here it comes.
Perfectly. Could possibly. Kevin Cantrail trying to get this crossface locked in. Wasn't able to do it. Harlo was able to grab the rope. Very smart by Harlo, concentrating on that left arm of Kevin Cantrail, a submission specialist. If you neutralize the arm, then they can't lock in the submission, but they can't do that.
Beautiful angle slam. Cantrail calling it. Oh, that's gotta be
right
it.
in the ring. Transitioning into the crossface. Is it over? Could we have a new champion?
He just tapped out.
Yes!
Cantrail. Well, Cantrail's finally got a little bit of gold around his waist now.
Kevin Cantrail, the battle-tested warhorse, has finally won gold here at Kraken Pro Wrestling. And that gold being handed him by referee Clark, his very own son. And the arm is raised high. Cantrail certainly does rule. And now not only does he have gold, but he has $400 in his pocket. Congratulations, Cantrail. I can't think of a man that deserves it more. And now the entire locker room has been put on notice. Kevin Cantrail, if he can defend the title 3 times, he will get a shot at whoever is holding the Kraken Pro Championship. And that could be Trevor Aon or Lamar Diggs. We'll find out who wins that match in a future episode. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with more action here on Kraken TV.
Kay Cassiano standing by with the tag team New War as we step into our tag team season, Tides of War. Noir, tell us, what is your plan to make a wave in the competition?
I'm sure glad that you addressed me when you asked that question. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the same thing we've been doing, making waves, crashing the opponents. I mean, dude, why do we get put in these situations every time where they come here and they interview us? By the way, you come here and you interview us and you're like, what are you guys gonna do? Like, what do you think we've been doing? We've been killing everyone that they set in front of us. I don't understand, why do we need to do interviews anymore? Who cares about what they think? Who cares about what you think?
At this point, it's just
care about me.
No more talking. Actions. That's all we're doing from now on. Jeez. We have nothing left to prune. What? Because thing 1 and thing 2 think they're the best? Oh, because business think business is good? We do not care.
So is that why the All-Star Special got the first chair in the Noir Barbershop?
Just had to ask.
Wrong question. I just don't get it.
The most infamous citizen of the Dark City, Joe Black, making his presence known once again here at Kraken Pro Wrestling.
Well, Don, this should be a very interesting matchup between these two here. And let me go ahead and tell you, I like Cassius King. Look, he is self-absorbed as they come. I like that trait in the guy. The only thing that interests him is becoming the king that he believes that he is here at Kraken.
Well, I do believe Joe Black's going to crown him, and you talk about being self-absorbed. Cassius King very well could absorb a lot of damage, a lot of hurt, and a lot of pain. We're going to see how well our hospital coverage is here in Kraken Pro Wrestling. Joe Black made his debut here a little while back, went one-on-one with Kevin Cantrail. Kevin Cantrail barely got the victory. Cantrail, who is now our cash-in-hand champion.
Congratulations, Cantrail.
Congratulations, Cantrail. Right now, Cassius King going to work with those kicks. Right now, he's gotten all the offense off in this matchup. Perhaps I spoke too soon. I don't agree with this, though. He needs to be concentrating on his opponent and quit bowing to the crowd. I'm all for a little showboating, but not when you've got a man that dangerous in the corner.
When you're that good, you can showboat as much as you want.
Oh, I talked about it right there. And a chop to the chest! And another chop to the chest! They heard that 2 counties over. King flipping the hair back and saying it's going to take more than
it.
Going to take more than that, though. Black catching the left leg of Cassius King. Cassius King likes to use those quick feet to deliver a lot of his offense, but right now, Irish whipped into the ropes. Nearly taking his head off of that clothesline. Joe Black hardly seems fazed. Suplex for good measure. Senton now. But Cassius King just slapping the mat in frustration. And you got to admire his grit, trying to get back up. And
he's just regrouping. Got to kind of think about this. He's not going to overpower him. But he's going to have to outsmart him, which I believe that he can.
How's he going to do that, laying in the middle like dead laundry? Dirty laundry. You know what I mean.
Donnie, look, he's got this.
Throwing into the ropes. Clothesline! Clothesline nearly knocks him out of his boots. I'm sorry, you were saying?
After that, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Well,
he gave it a very good try.
He gave it a very good try, but it wasn't enough. Joe Black picks up the victory here in the main event of Kraken TV. Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Clark makes sure that Cassius King is still conscious. Next week, the Tides of War get underway as the All-Star Special. We'll take on Quick Trip. Plus, we will have women's action again as Jasmine of the Business will take on the returning Alicia Love.